Yo, this is Hidrux. I usually stream on the weekends, Central Canada time, midday, twitch.tv/Hidrux, Hidrux. Previous sessions on YouTube, Hidrux Gaming. I'll be continuing along with my playthrough of The Elder Scrolls Chapter 1, Arena. I don't 100% remember exactly where I left off. And I just gotta make sure everything is responsive. Usually when I play, I finish up like the previous stage. I want to just make sure my cursor, well, I can see the X's moving and stuff, so that's fine. H and the X on the sides there. My, what are they called? Screensaver style. Okay, so I'm out of here. I can't even remember like if this is a, what is it called? A piece of the staff quest, or if it's like just let's find the map to the piece of the staff quest. I think there's like a journal thing, right? I might have even gone just to look at my previous session. What is this? The ruler of Ridas is marked Stonekeep on the map, but prominence of Haverfell. The ruler of Ridas, Dwarven Mine. Okay, so why is it starting like backwards? I have to go all the way to the end. Conclave Bell made on your map, the vaults of Lion and Black Marsh. Okay. So I don't think like the vaults of Blah are. I'm so used to like pickups. That's a candle I can pick up. I've been doing a lot of mobile gaming for money through Stream Elements and Free Cash and Swag Bucks, just whoever has the games that are a little more appealing and offer a decent payout. So these are like free to play. Well, I guess I'm not quite a pro gamer on the Twitch channel until I can get affiliate, but I am still sort of a pro streamer on my main channel. So this qualifies, all the expenses qualify. Is this where I am? Yeah, that's where it says I am. Okay. Yeah, so I haven't done the... Oh, no, that's not what I want. The staff bit yet for here. So it looks like that will be the run for today. Whoa. It's a little loud for me. It's probably killer loud on stream. I usually like full blast my stuff, so... No, I didn't want to go outside. Just because you can always turn things down on your post, and I balance my music and stuff against my vocals, but you can never like turn... You can only turn something up so much kind of thing, so it's better to have a full tilt output. I probably said that already before, multiple times. And it's not the map I wanted. No, get out. I'm sure I'm going to like the mages? No, I'm going to a... I'm gonna get used to the buttons again. I'm going to... It's my sword. Put away the sword. I think I have to head east there. Just trying to figure out how to put away the sword again. That's... I mean, I don't have to, but might as well. And I want to be here, right? The stained glass windows... The stained glass windows in the conclave ball. Sanctuary catches the rays from the bright autumn sun and transforms them into crystalline form. Until my reading comprehension is a little lacking. Just finished an energy drink, so I might crash. But maybe until then I'll be a little over the top. I can feel the fatigue kind of kicking in, but that's just sort of a side effect of an energy drink, because generally they do give a bit of fatigue before going full tilt. So I've just finished it. I haven't really gotten the energy kick yet, so hopefully it'll come in now. There's always a guarantee that I won't get the energy kick, but let's see what happens. The vaults are no safe place for those not strong in arm and wit. Still, it seems you have succeeded in quite an arduous task. Wait a moment and I will complete our bargain. Indolan peers intently at the tablet, then rummages through his robes for a feather pen. A helpful brother holds out an inkwell, and Adolan pens the location of Mirkwood somewhere in the province of Blackmarsh onto your map. So since we're here, we might as well get the blessing. Can I say 2, 2, 3, 4? Sounds good. I could have added another couple digits there, I didn't even think. But it like strengthens the monster as well as it strengthens me, right? So, let's get out of here and then say do another save. Do I want to do another save? Not really. Have I like overloaded my inventory? Really? I got a couple mithril long swords. I think I have to go get my amity blades there. It doesn't look like I really grabbed. I grabbed a couple things. It's fine. I'm just going to continue along so I don't have to save. I'll save when I get there kind of thing. So where it is this? Mirkwood. Still deciding what I want to play next turn. The Mists of Mirkwood. The Mists of Mirkwood. The Black Forest swirl about. Inside the dark forest can be heard faint cries of despair, souls who have lost their way within its cunning web. Though the smell of decay flows from every tree and stone, within its forest lies the 7th piece of the Staff of Chaos. Okay, so I'm on piece 7 here. And I have one more after that, right? And then it's Jaggard Thorn. So then, let's give this a save here, and this is Mirkwood. Let's save 18. Alright, and remember to save lots. Let's get the sword out. And this is the Ebony Blade, correct? Looks like it's gotta confirm here. Yes. Alright. Into the Mirkwood I go. The mists of Mirkwood curl up around you. So I didn't get a chance to read that. Blinding you from danger and confusing your sense of direction. No kidding. So where the monsters be? Oh, I need to do like some resting here. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get away with very much. Just like that. Doesn't matter how long I rest for. This, there we go. So camp until fully healed. Enemies nearby. Steal some life from this guy. See, the sound effects are gone. Like I can't hear sound effects. Okay, so I gotta move my... Just gonna do BRB. Alright, hopefully the whole sound situation is rectified. I got my sound effects balanced with my music, and then my music is cranked up so that it matches me on stream, but I sidechain it and cut it, so that's where I want to be, hopefully. And I gotta turn down. Okay. And now I don't remember where I'm going. Oh, I'm trying to rest, right? Okay, so like that, and then I got this, and then I'm healed. Okay, so let me give me another save here. And then let's go off wandering. Looking for the 7th piece of the stick. There, so maybe it's not so loud now. Oh man, gotta use my clear here. I don't know if this needs repairs. I should have to check on it. He's dead. And what's my cast? Oh, and I didn't set one. At least I don't have to do a light all the time now. Wovens. So wovens is just... The only one that's really a major pain is the ghosts, right? Because they're gonna kill all my magic. Which is terribly annoying. Acquire it for healing. For healing action. Honestly, I don't think I'll ever play this again. Because it's just, I don't know, really repetitive. I think I'd much rather play Dungeon Magic for Nintendo than this. Just because, like, I've beaten this, and this will be the second time I've beaten it, but as far as, like, changing the dynamics to, say, a mage or, like, a pure warrior, armor class doesn't seem to matter, right? Like, they say that armor class doesn't matter, so... And it's just kind of the same thing over and over. It doesn't really feel like anything I want to play. However, considering what I do want to play, I'm considering... What is it called? I was just thinking about it. How I gotta... Is it making me cast... Oh, I gotta use this. There. Okay. That's the quick cast. Okay, I was just thinking about it, and I can't remember what it was now. I can't remember what it is. It's just that video game where you make music videos for people. I mean, as far as like actual music video training, it's not top tier. It's just, you know, something to get into. Maybe because I've been watching someone play it, and it honestly seems a little boring thinking about it. Except for like the whole music video bit, where you put music videos together and present them to your customers, so to speak. However, yeah, the whole adventure part, because you kind of like do a first-person perspective, sort of. I don't know what you'd call it. I think it's like one-stepping. Like every time you take a step, go right. It's not like Arena where you're kind of. I think this is called ray tracing or ray marching, where you move around and the background moves. It's just like one still image at a time that you move through. These guys are taking a number out of me. I think I require and refresh here. Okay, and perhaps a save. Total hardcore? Total destruction? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. Because yeah, you go to like the destruction universe, I think. Is it called total destruction? I gotta look. Take a second, because I don't want to be wrong. Talking about it, and it's like, yeah, it's this game, and then not even that's not even what it's called. Total destruction. Total distortion. And then the alternate universe is called the distortion universe. And you go there and you take pictures to get like exciting music video stuff, but it honestly really isn't that exciting. The bits and clips that you put music videos together are kind of a little more exciting. It's kind of like Much Music Generator, where you get like this bank of things to pick from, and then you kind of like line them up. Okay, so it looks like I went full circle here. You line them up against each other to make something, quote unquote. Okay, so what does the map look like? Is this the map? Is this the map? Is this the map? There's the map. Here is the map. So I went all the way around, right? Yeah, okay, so I went all the way around. And I didn't get much of a hint. So I'll just like travel straight through the middle now. If I can. As middle as I can. Dip, dodge, duck, dive, and dodge. think there's like another one, right? Dip, duck, dive, dodge, dip, duck, dive. And then my shield is dropped. Ugh, I died. You what a fool. Gonna hear that a million times again today. It's a good thing that doesn't stay stuck in my head. That would be annoying if that was stuck in my head. Just out of nowhere, you were a fool to challenge me. Kind of reminds me of like Beavis. I am the great Cornholio. I am the great Jagger Thorn. I need TP for my love. Okay, give me this. So total distortion, eh? Like the other option is Grand Theft Auto, as I've been playing with, as far as an idea of what to play next. I mean, I could always play both. I'm really always kind of strapped for time. Not really strapped for time, I'm just organized all the time. And things that don't make me money, I don't really have a lot of consideration for. But I do need to relax, and this little sliver of relaxation that I give myself. It sounds like heavy breathing through the mists. Well, now I'm diseased. Ooh, there's also... What did that thing say? What is this? Zombie. I'm not sure if I have a spell. Yeah, I do. It's like the first spell, right? Let's use my enter button. And we'll use that again. Yeah, so I really want to like make it worth it. Like that little sliver of time I give myself for the chilleration. I mean, I take other breaks and stuff, pay for them and make them worth it. However, gaming is one of those things that is just like, hey, let's do that on Twitch because it's interesting, it's relaxing, and it's, you know, it has a whole Twitch side to it. It's kind of what Twitch is for. So there's a lot of reasons there to do gaming. I grew up as a gamer till I was about 14, I guess, 13, 14, and then I just stopped being a gamer. Just living in the fantasy world is just too blah. It's not worth it, in my opinion. I mean, it is worth it, just not to the extreme where like you live in it Monday to Friday after work, and then just, you know, plop yourself in front of the gaming station and just become terminal video game player. It's not my idea of living life. And I've imagined that countless times across my channel. It's just, it's not really a down thing. It's just, you know, a healthy approach to gaming. And I keep telling myself to keep myself grounded, I guess. The game I've been playing recently is Isekai. It's a little lewd. And beyond that, it's like a pretty amazing game. Like for the stories and the storytelling, it's balanced. I mean, it's not amazing storytelling, but it's balanced. It's not too over the top, and it's not too tacky. So it's nicely balanced to where I can sit through it. Like Final Fantasy VI. I love Final Fantasy VI, but I'm kind of rethinking that love because, you know, thinking back at the script, it's just... Ooh, I didn't want to do that. I just cured disease myself. Thinking back at the script, it's just really tacky. Like, the writing is annoying. And it's just like being a product of its time for the most part. It's not its fault. Back then, the sort of the age of the humor, it's dated. The script is dated for the most part. And I find Japanese lighthearted comedy has its level of tackiness. That comes the sound of drums. I'm just not really into it. If there's a remake, definitely, but it's kind of falling off my tier as my favorite game. And I think it was just because at the time in my life I was having a hard time. Final Fantasy VI was really a solid emotional outlet. Like the whole world of Ruin and everything. And it was a long game, so you only had to buy it once. A bit of a crutch, I suppose. whooped here. Okay, maybe probably because I'm getting attacked from 2 at once. Okay, so that was brutal. I probably could have just backed off and let them fireball themselves for the most part. So GTA, probably not. Total Distortion, probably not. These guys can totally fireball themselves. So I think it's the shield. Maybe I have to be facing them, so like the shield is actually facing them kind of thing. Still deciding. Like I could get paid for playing Mafia Wars online on stream. It's just not what I had. Like I won't get paid for playing them though, but I would for Mafia Wars. I just don't know like the degree Mafia Wars goes to. And it's not something that is like, oh, look at my game. I am planning to probably invest in a better microphone, a wireless microphone for my phone and stream directly from my phone so I can keep up with mobile maneuvers. Just so like whenever I feel like doing a gaming run, I can just slap on my microphone, throw on, you know, the whatever streaming service I'm using, Prism or Stream Elements or Twitch itself. I think Twitch itself may be the best way to go. I was looking at some of my previous mobile maneuvers, and besides my poor microphone, it's just like my phone microphone. It's not the greatest. And then I attempted to like relax, or my headphones microphone, and then that was garbage. So my phone microphone and my headphones microphone are both garbage. And then I plugged in my standard microphone, ran it through my computer, USB, sort of tethering, and it's just a whole big orchestration. And I do a lot of mobile maneuvers, so being able to just slap on a microphone and get into mobile maneuvers is way better. Way better. No, way better for content creation than the other setups. And my phone just is not a microphone. Okay, so I don't know where I just, but I was in Mirkwood. Weird. I don't know what. Was Vault really foggy like that? I guess it is really foggy. I never noticed it was really foggy. Whatever. Back to Mirkwood here. Can you go to Mirkwood? So yeah, mobile maneuvers. Probably get a Rhodes wireless microphone. What is that? What was that? I've never heard that before. What was that? What? Is that even a sound effect? Did something happen somewhere else inside my computer to play that? I almost want to check like the sound banks of Arena to see if that's even an included sound. Like, what was that? I've never heard that before. And it doesn't seem like I'm going to hear it again. That was really, I wouldn't say creepy because I'm not creeped out. I'm just kind of like distracted. Like, what? I'm a little worried about my computer. Like, that almost felt like a hack. But I mean, nothing's happening. I'm fine. I'm still streaming. So yeah, probably a Rhodes Bluetooth wireless. So I'm looking at like $150, $300, but it's an investment, right? And I'm making money off of everything as well. I want to get like a nice tablet. You hear the sound of heavy breathing through the mist, but the direction in which it came from is impossible. But yeah, I'd like to get a nice tablet as well because I'm making money off it, and my personal phone is what I've been running it off of, and it's just, you know, deciding between a phone call and a game and like storage space, and I can have a dedicated tablet. Because a lot of times too with these games, say I'm doing 2 games because I'm doing Goblin's Wood and I have Isekai, and I also have Puzzles and Chaos. Right now, I've just started Puzzles and Chaos, and when I switch between them, between isekai and goblins wood, it'll kill either other. So I gotta wait for it to like reload. So like in the event that I could get a nice tablet, I could do sort of subordinate accounts inside of it kind of thing, like virtualizations. And then, I mean, they'll all be the same account, the same device. They'll just, so that doesn't happen. Because the loading is just horrible. And I imagine like getting a good tablet too would be nice and fast. And yeah, it's just worth it overall. It's an expense. It's expensible. And as overall, everything is sole proprietor, so I could just share it amongst the other facets of my revenue generators, right? I mean, in the event that I'm not actually doing any gaming, it could just be like a camera, I guess. Would be sort of the major bit. That's some IRL stuff I wouldn't mind getting into. I don't know how well the camera would be, but I think I'm looking at an armor pad from ULE, and those are about $500-600. But it's super secure. I could consider a different tablet, a Samsung or something. It just has to have, how would you say, like a Lifesavers case? Or an OtterBox? I don't know if OtterBox is still a thing. I've had the ULE phones for so long that I've never needed an OtterBox anymore. But then as I was like on my way out of Samsungs and stuff, I noticed there was another competitor for OtterBox, and they called, I think, a Lifesaver, right? Lifesavers. That was about. Okay, so what? Shooting at me. Okay, whoa. Let's put some health back. This guy killed himself. He's dead. Okay, so let's look at the map here. It's just one big open space, right? Oh, there's something. Is that where it came in? I think that's where it came. Yeah, that's where it came in. Okay, so I've kind of gone down the middle-ish. And it looks like I'm missing a few areas. I don't see any. So north? Southwest? I haven't done the southwest. The west, south, southwest. And I'm pretty much in the northeastern quadrant. So this is still deciding, right? Because I don't want to mix mobile maneuvers with my main game. As well, I can also get the whole NVIDIA cloud and play Doom there, but I feel like that's sort of past. I've looked at some of the gameplay for Doom, and it's It's a Bethesda game, definitely, through and through. I looked at sort of the Titan, where you're the giant, thing fighting things, and cloud gaming is kind of iffy, because I've seen a friend of mine he had like cloud gaming on his Xbox, and it was just hot garbage. Like, it would work for like a minute, and then I think we were playing Indiana Jones Circle of whatever, and he'd move, and then it would just turn into like digitalized garbage, and then it wouldn't recover. And I'm not sure he was paying for that. Maybe you just got to get a better tier, but still, that's a really bad show. You shouldn't present a service like that. Like, you shouldn't present a service in the lower tier and still have it look like that. Like, that's not... Oh, Southwest. It doesn't really make people want to try it out, the pro service. So, yeah, that's hit and miss. And again, I said Doom is kind of over. Like, the hype's gone. Unfortunately. The hype that never left was sort of Metroid, other Dread for me. So maybe a Switch 2? A Switch 2? A Switch? It has to be a Switch, like, standard, so I can plug it in, right? I'd need a box. Oh, I shouldn't be fighting these guys up in front. Let's get some health happening. And a new shield. And I gotta face them, right? In what part of area? part of area this with my English mechanics. Pew pew. Whoa, man. Let's make some space here. So there wasn't like clear fog. A clear fog spell. So I imagine I'm looking for like a downstairs, or at least like a door to another section or something. I'm just not finding anything. So a whole lot of previous considerations are kind of off the table. Final Fantasy 6 is still kind of like there. I probably never play Final Fantasy 7. It's just like the duration of the games are Final Fantasy games are just lifelong. Like if Arena is lifelong, it's not that bad though. I think this is what stream 18, 17, which is kind of reasonable. What, like 8 pieces of the staff. Got about 2 rounds each, like for each piece of the staff. So at least 16. And then all the like other things. Just getting set up and getting into it. And I didn't save. But I mean, I didn't really get anywhere. So it's just more mindless wandering. I can't even see where I started. But I probably lost most of my map. Yeah. Should I just do like spiral marching? Might as well do spiral marching because hitting up the middle didn't do anything. And I'll give it like another 10 minutes, and if nothing happens, where am I going? I'm going to look up at a map. It's my English mechanics. Look up at a map. There's a map on my ceiling. Okay, so let's do some spiral marching here. So east by southeast, and then where am I now? North by northeast. East. Some Wolvenses. And this stairs are probably just like right there. Okay, a little bit of south, a little bit west, a little bit east by south. Southwest. West by south. Someone's shooting at me. They're dead. South here. Not what I want. This. And a little bit too west. And a little bit back east. Well, what is this here? Because it looks like I'm starting to hit like a bit of a structure. So let's check out this structure. That's the whole point of spiral marching, right? Is to look for places of interest. So found one. It's nothing. There's that laugh. Okay, so now I know it's not like I'm not being hacked. But like, what does it mean? It didn't lead to anything. Here's something in the north here. I'm gonna give that a save. Now that I have some kind of development. No. Maybe I'll look for something else as far as like music video generator. I think there's other stuff too. Whoa. It's like ignore that guy. Okay, so I feel I'm on the right track here. to Atriarch? Are they Atriarchs? I got paralyzed here. No, go! I don't know. But I used the thing. I still can't move. Maybe I didn't use it? Run! Make them shoot. I'm paralyzed again. Does it hurt them? I don't think it hurts them, eh? How am I paralyzed? So what, I gotta like sword fight them? I think I gotta sword fight them. Hey, they're pretty strong though, is the issue. Plus there's 2 of them. So, I'm not gonna save. I just want to use the free action here. Okay, get the sword out. Why did my sword get put away? It's just button management I'm having a hard time with. And I'm paralyzed again. Okay, so... free action. I need this to be... You were a fool. At least I don't have to look at like a guide, right? So north. And then there's that monster face here. Just gonna run by him again. It's tough. I think I went this way last time. So this is the right way to go if there's like crazy monsters shooting at me now. So the issue with like fighting this guy with his own fire is that he absorbs fire, right? So it doesn't work like that. He's hitting me with his fireballs. I'm reflecting them and he's absorbing them. It's the issue, and he's still on my tail. It's too bad that the enemies don't fight each other. Now what? Why did you do that? I didn't ask for the map. There's another one, I think. Is that the same one? You being all squirrely. Let's head north. So who's playing the drums? It's like always with the drums. Let's get this buckler happening. Whoa, what is up with the buttons, man? I think it's just me. Maybe it's my energy drink. I'm hitting extra buttons. Okay, so I feel like there's a good place to save, maybe even rest. Where are these enemies? Time to save, I feel like. Find these Gorgons again. Medusas? They called Gorgons in here or Medusas? I wonder what they're called. That's what they are, I think, now. I'm sure I have a lot of time to look at one. Okay, I think I'm going in a circle. No, I'm just about there. Probably where those Gorgons are. So continuing west. This is my last little loop around here. The heart of the maze kind of thing. A little more north. A little bit east and then north. Around, up and around and down. There's a door there. Okay, so I think these are where these Gorgons are, no? You pass this portal and answer my riddle. To pass this portal, I tie and hold, capture and bind. Get both knights and knaves doth crave me. I faithfully enslave all within my grasp, whether or not they seek me. Yet those who have never felt my merciful hand are pitted by their fellow man. I don't know, I was thinking like a knot. Sounds more like a web, maybe. I don't know. Let's see, arena riddles. What is this called? Mirkwood? Arena Mirkwood riddle? Yeah, this energy drink kind of killed it for me. Like, it's not even that much. Love? Scary riddle. Okay, just get in here, and then there's the next level. Let's save real quick. I'll save first before attempting to camp, because I might just get murked. And then I'll camp. No, enemies nearby. Okay, so I'll hit the second floor. Maybe now I can camp? Okay, enemies nearby. It's just some orcs. Of course, this guy's way over there. You see, I'll read that after I get this guy. See if it'll load again. These text pop-ups, sometimes they're just so too fast. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna get back. Okay, so anyway, let's do a rest. Our enemies. Oh yeah. So yeah, let's just make it a steel golem. Where's my jump button? Oh, because my thing is not on screen. I don't really think I can hit him with anything from here. Let's continue along. So much for resting. At least I got a little bit of magic back. Okay, so into the pits of Mirkwood. The lighting's okay for now. Things don't seem too far away here and there. So. The lighting's fine. Of course, there's holes everywhere. Some of my least favorite things. It's getting a little dark. It's fine. So there's probably like 4 levels to this. Did I make it all the way back to the beginning again? That. So that's the entrance. And there's an area full of rooms in the middle. Why am I not seeing them? Okay, here they are. Magically held. A simple riddle for some, a trap for eternity. Others. I run smoother than any rhyme. I love to fall, but cannot climb. I tremble at brief breath of air, and yet can heaviest burdens bear. I run smooth than any rhythm? Rhyme? It says rhyme. I run smooth than any rhyme. I don't understand. I love to fall, but cannot climb. I tremble at each breath of air, and yet can heaviest burden bear. I'm not sure. Not sure. Water? That's what it says? Water? I tremble at each breath of air. Why? It's not a thing. Okay, so this is probably going to go badly, because as soon as I step in there, there's probably going to be like 2 of those. What are they called? Steel golems, right? Or iron golems. Huh? Oh, the doors are going to open. That's what's going on. Okay, 7th piece attaches itself to the breath of the staff, infusing it with a fiery glow that only dims slightly in time. So I gotta go. Oh no, no, they're gonna come. Of course, I fall into the hole. Jump right into that guy. That was a dumb move, and of course I'm climbing where I don't want to be climbing. Okay, at least I made it out of there. Now I want to head north, right? No, I gotta get out of here first. Get these guys. Let's get the buckler back in action here. a save. Is that a word? Deservatant? Deservatant. What time is it? Early lunch today, maybe? I think so. And I seen that Gorgon coming. Okay, so I think I'm not quite out of water. It is two of them. Okay, so let's get this guy. Oh, can't fish him out and he kills me. You what a fool. I think he doesn't sound like Beavis. I just, whenever I imitate him, I'd sound like Beavis. I mean, his voice doesn't sound like Beavis, but of course there's two of them. I'm just gonna like die. Yeah. They can't exist in the same spot, man. That's not fair. One has to be in front of the other. Ugh. Okay, make an escape. Get going. Am I still frozen? I used the potion. Oh, that's where they are. Let's move out here. And watch out for the fire breathers somewhere. It pops out over here, right? That's another Gorgon. Another Gorgon. How many Gorgons are there? Good thing I didn't get paralyzed. There's fire breather. I can't remember what they call it. Flame Atriarch or Atronach or whatever they. Elder Scrolls lores. Where's the exit? Here we go. No? Okay, so where's the exit? It's like a corkscrew, right? I have to just keep winding around. Okay, so when I go over here, I think I have to head in the opposite direction. So it is kind of a corkscrew, and if you stay inside it, you'll just keep spinning around, unless you take like a reverse path eventually. So the reverse path is up here, and then I go back, and this guy here. Okay, now I'm out. Yeah. Okay, so oop, that's not what I wanted. Just put our juice. Give me the map. I head north, but I also want to use my buckler before I do that, otherwise I'll get murked. And I'm getting murked because I'm getting hit. Give me some juice. I don't want to fight spiders. That's by northwest. And it's west. I want more north. Okay, get on the west spiders. I'm paralyzed. Thanks. Okay, let's save. Run right into a tree here. Okay, so where's the exit? The one way on the west side of the map here. So northeast. Sound of drums. Okay, so what am I doing? On my way. Not sure, is there a break in the wall there? There is. Okay. Alright, so that's it for this session. Couple boneheads. Got a bone to pick with me. And I guess I can camp? Nah, it's not really any point. So I'll save there, and then I'll call it here. So that was actually a pretty quick session. It's been a minute since I've jumped into a game session. It's fine. That was the 7th piece of the staff. So one more piece of the staff, and then that's it for arena. Well, I gotta go fight Jagger. Get in there. Get in there. So yeah. I usually stream on the weekend, Central Canada time, midday, twitch.tv, Hidrux, HIDRUX, previous sessions on YouTube. Later.